We are back with another Mob Psycho episode reaction. Today we're watching Season 3, Episode 5. Last time it ended with everything going on with this whole broccoli that's in everything, yes, and this and that, candy, drinks. Ultimately, it leads Mob back to the broccoli tree, and people are calling him the original Helmet Sama. They recognize his authority over here, but is he gonna have to fight for it?
Everyone's pretty much infected, so...
Even Ritsu got infected. Who knows about Tetsu, because Tetsu was going on a fight.
Yeah.
Dimple last time, but it also turns out that it was Dimple.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to believe it because he didn't have his dimple spots there on that little fake mob.
Decoy.
Decoy mob, yeah. But ultimately, I'm just looking forward to seeing a fight happen. You know, some beef between friends, former allies. Or maybe Mob wouldn't call him a friend, more like a pet. But
And maybe Mob might go to that question mark state that he did like last season. Ooh. Where he just went like beyond 100%. That would be kind of sick. I want to see that.
And if you want to see him in that state, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell so you can get notified in the future, and the like button for the algorithm. With that said, let's jump into the reaction.
Get it? Hey, lesson number 1. If it looks like you're heading towards a dark alley, like Mob, and people are clapping, turn around. That boy looks ugly. Oh. Dimple.
Ooh, he figured that out pretty quick. And hey,
Guess certain patterns gave it away.
nobody can say Mob's dense, that's for sure. Maybe when it comes to the ladies, but not anything else.
I mean, he almost picked up one. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
You're right now. You're right.
He said, "You mad? You mad, bro?" Oh. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
See, I'm thinking last time Reagan wasn't really overwhelmed.
Yeah.
He's lying. I like how it's not rotating what the world is.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Yeah. You're taking away their free will, man. Yeah. Yeah. You're forcing his hand right now. Oh, oh no. He's gonna try to convince him too.
He's already brainwashed now.
Yeah. Dimple. You've crossed the line this time. I think Psycho's smart enough to I think Mob's smart enough to figure out that this isn't something that he would say. Ooh. He's powering up, man. Whoo. Yeah, quit using that little puppet.
I like this. Mob is not having it.
He's gonna be even more mad. Because now he's making his friend fight him. Oh, this is gonna push Mob to the edge. Yeah.
That's dope.
That was kind of sick. Oh, he said, "I'm not done." Look at his legs.
Oh. Does everybody now have powers? Or a boost in powers if you believe? Ooh,
Oh.
man. Doing that to Mob?
Nah.
Nah, because is he at Mob's true 70%? Is that what he's at? And how come this broccoli has so much like empty space in it?
Seriously. Is it absorbing his energy? Ooh. Uh-oh. Duh, he's getting close.
That looks like Dimple.
Dang. Dang.
What is it? Black Zetsu?
Yeah, it's just like multiplies. Don't push him. You better stop, Dimple. What the heck? Do you know who this reminds me of? Gohan. Because he doesn't really want to hurt Dimple, but he's like, I have to, because you're not giving me a choice. I wonder if this is affecting him, like the atmosphere, and maybe this is why he seems to be having a hard time.
I feel like he's also trying to stop himself from getting to. Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's not what I thought. Oh.
What the heck?
Hey, wood style, broccoli style.
Ooh.
Don't talk about his girl like that. But this is probably just another trap now.
Dang. Hey, we need more people like that. I'm like, hey, no means no. What the?
He's going with the slaps. Hey, that's the Embodied Improvement Club right there. He's got Mob's aura.
Oh, he took it?
Now, ooh, look at that. Green and gold.
What the heck?
Okay, why does he kind of look like Frieza?
Yeah, like Golden Frieza. Actually, like a Pikachu. Ooh, okay.
Oh, Mob's a little shook.
Dog, he is close.
What was that eye?
Dang.
Mob is really, really taking a beating.
If he goes 100%, he'd probably be healed up.
That's what I'm waiting for. Now he's starting to act like how they were saying he was acting.
Mm.
Ooh,
Whoa,
man,
whoa.
Spear bomb.
It looked like he went through him, though. Oh, he's scared now.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's that cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's the push he needed. Oh, what?
Oh, maybe he went from almost being 100% rage to being 100% embarrassment.
Dimple is crazy. This guy is going so far as to like threaten not only his friend, but everyone else, even the people that he likes, to kind of mess with him. Basically taking away the free will and making him do whatever he wants. And then he was like, I'm just waiting for the opportunity to do this anyway to you. Like the whole time. Obviously, Dimple was never a good person. He was an evil spirit, but still, like they've been together their whole life, or since like the start of the show, really. Now it's like all of a sudden, you know, even Mob was asking, "Is this it? Is this over for us, bro?" Dimple, this is like a Gohan situation. You don't know what you've just done.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
You've triggered something that you can't stop. This is gonna have detrimental effects towards him. Despite your godly form, whatever. So I don't know what's gonna happen to Dimple. Obviously, he's probably gonna pull something out of his hat. You know, obviously he can take energy from people, from Mob and all that stuff. Maybe he can take it even from the people from the outside, like from his loved ones, from Mob's loved ones, and then mess with him like that, probably threaten him and stuff like that. Even so, that probably make him even more mad, and maybe we'll get to see more than 100%, like 120, 200, 300, question mark.
I gotta give props to Dimple though, because he's been saying, like you said, since the beginning of the show, that he wants to use Mob to take over the world or to become a god, and this man has kept to his word. He's still going at it, even though he's, you know, he realizes, oh man, I might have made a mistake here. He's gone this far. Now, I don't really truly believe what his end goal is. I don't really truly believe that he wants to be a god. He's always wanted to use Mob to get there, which if he's sucking on his power, it's working. But when he was scared, oops, I harmed him. Like, I don't know, something just seems off.
Do you think it's more of like he feels like he's on the sidelines all the time, and maybe he wants to be seen by Mob? Like I'm on an equal level playing field, and I can be lethal too.
I could see that.
I don't know.
I could see that, especially because, like you kind of mentioned, since they've been together so long, they've kind of developed this friendship. Even though sometimes they're kind of mean to Dimple, but Dimple's kind of mean back too.
Yeah.
It kind of does seem like he wants Mob to be with him in this thing.
Join me.
And trying to convince him, but if it doesn't work out, then maybe he'll give up on it.
Yeah.
Or try a different way. But yeah, I don't know. Something just doesn't seem like it's all adding up.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like Hanazawa wasn't under a spell, and then he acted like he was. And then Dimple starts talking about Ritsu's girl, how she neglected everything, but now she's joining. Reagan didn't see him really take any of the medicine, touch any of the roots, but all of a sudden he started talking like that, maybe as like a way to kind of deceive Dimple. So there might be a lot of people there who aren't on Dimple's side too, and Dimple just doesn't realize it.
It could have been that Reagan wasn't actually underneath the spell at first, but somehow Dimple was able to use or manipulate people's emotions and kind of do it that way to get Reagan on. You know, it was like, or to get his close loved ones, people around him, to be under it. He wanted to get Mob to come in the tree because that was his biggest mission, and he could use any means he wanted to. Like he used the vines, he used the candy and all that stuff. Either way, everybody's underneath the spell, and I wonder if it's kind of like a case where you defeat Dimple, the spell's broken. Typically, that's the case in most cases. This could also be something that Dimple has started and can't really stop, and maybe it is up to Mob to stop. I think kind of like what you're saying, that something is up, because why would you care about you hurting your friend when you don't care about your friend? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
Do you think the main point of this arc right now is about free will? You mentioned it.
Well, I guess it does kind of go with it, because it's like in the beginning when he had to decide what he was going to do for like the future. It's also kind of like the mental aspect, like how to mentally think through things, and how do you go about kind of deciding what to do and stuff like that, and how do you deal with the conflicting side that tells you, yeah, don't do this, don't do that, the negative aspect of that. I think it's kind of like all that wrapped into one, but it does have to do with kind of both those things, mental and free will. Deciding what to do, when to do it, and then the mental aspect, like making the right decisions and not like overthinking and all that stuff. Maybe we'll see some of that in the battle. Some of his mental, maybe that will come into play. You know, his future, all this stuff. Maybe he's thinking about his girl or whatever, and be like, okay, you know, I want a future with her, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, I can't do it if, you know, this guy's going to destroy it, you know. So, like, I gotta make a decision now. You know, like, do I want to destroy my best friend?
Yeah.
Quote unquote. Or do I, you know.
Okay, yeah, because it definitely seems like Mob, as the season has gone on, or the show has gone on, he's been more quick to turn to his psychic abilities rather than trying to depend on anything else. So it's interesting. I mean, he is messing with the spirit here, so it's probably needed. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate Dimple's new look? This new form that he's got going on. What did he call?
I mean, come on, man. They took that from Frieza.
This doesn't look good.
They snatched that. They said, give me your phone.
There's no tail.
Hey, there's no tail.
And he's not calling anybody any names that I'm not gonna say.
What do you mean by that?
But his lips are purple.
What?
Okay, they both just so happen to have the same makeup artist. That's all there is to it.
I'm just saying, who makeup. Makeup. You know what I'm saying? They both have makeup.
They look identical. I mean, they could be twins.
Anyway.
All right.
Also, I mean, Pikachu. You got the little dimples.
Yeah, that's true. He does look like he's like a Pikachu Frieza mix.
Yeah, he's like a fusion. Literally.
With a deeper voice in both of them, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
Because you gotta remember, Dimple's he's a manly man.
Well, that's not really Dimple though.
This one I think is Dimple though, right?
I don't think so.
That was his. That's how his form looked like in like episode 3.
Oh, really?
Show. Yeah, except it was green though. When because he was possessing a guy's body, and then.
Okay, maybe that's him when he gathered all the divine energy.
Because he kind of had a little flash of Mob's energy there for a second.
Yeah.
So, but Dimple's been studying. He's been studying.
I think is a cheap way of getting power. Either Mob's gonna overpower him, or this is gonna have like withdrawals on him, and maybe it'll be to like his own detriment. Yeah, main thing is just wondering what is this gonna mean for the people who seemingly are like under the spell or whatever. What if this has a domino effect? What if this is only the one part of the arc, and he unlocks? Because we did hear about there's gonna be more. There have been more cases of like spirit activity that they've have taken care of. And so what if he has like a domino effect and he triggers something that is really unstable, and now Mob's like 100% or 200%, it's not strong enough. Maybe he might have to call on another villain and be like, look, I know in the past, yada yada, we've had this, but we gotta set aside our differences and we gotta take this thing down. And then we can, you know, maybe I'll make a deal with you. You can have my girl. You know,
Whoa,
I don't know, but hey, you know.
Well, and another thing that popped in my mind is this isn't the same thing, but just thinking of the difference in power level and how one guy has studied the other guy more, kind of reminds me of Luffy and Usopp. Not the same thing. I just made me think of it because he's got his own plans. He's been studying Mob. He's like, I should be able to defeat him because of this and this and this.
Oh, yeah.
And Usopp knew Luffy pretty well. And then it didn't really look like Mob wanted to fight Dimple, and Luffy didn't really want to fight Usopp.
Yeah.
But previously, when Dimple had this other religion where it was just causing people to smile, and Mob released him from it, that started this whole religion. Those former members of that smile religion were like, oh, look at Mob. And maybe it's just because they're the type of the people who always want to follow after something. But then again, what if that's Dimple's plan all along? He doesn't actually care to ever be in charge, but he knows by doing this, it's going to cause a bigger following for Mob than it originally did.
Yeah.
Which that one started as like 40 people, and now they got like $500,000 in their donations with this big world event right here.
Yeah.
Who knows what?
And maybe he's like, Mob, you should be thanking me because I'm doing you a favor. But it's so weird. Like, why go out of the way to just even look like him? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, so I thank you.
Yeah, there's so many ways this thing can go, but very intense, very cool to see the actual fight scenes now. I feel like we're actually getting into the action. So, you know, I love the story, love the action even better. So, looking forward to more of that too.